everybody! Welcome to this video, and today we're going to talk about how to learn anything. And when I say anything, I mean anything faster. Like so much at least 10 times faster. And so this is the method that I'm going to teach you today. But if you haven't already subscribed and hit the bell, what are you doing? What are you doing? Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell if you want more peace, more productivity, and more happiness in life in general. And let's get into the method. So, basically, this is what I've been doing a lot recently. If I want to learn something really well. Now, it doesn't matter what it is. Even if it's loving people better, even if it's a skill that you want to learn, if it's a test you want to revise for, if it's a way of life that you want to learn, if it's a habit that you want to build, this is an excellent way to learn anything 10 times faster. And I'm not really exaggerating with that number. I'm really not exaggerating. I have been able to learn things 10 times faster with this method. And it's so stupidly simple that it's almost insane. But basically, whatever you want to learn, you teach people to do it. And now, before you go, I want to just quickly explain this, because teaching is involving something called active recall. And basically, what this means is that if there's something you want to learn, if there's a way of life that you want to live, for example, say that you want to exercise more, then you can encourage other people to exercise. Teach other people the benefits of exercise. And then when you teach other people, you're actively recalling it, and then the benefits of exercise are implemented into your mind, and they are fixed there and they are firm. I'll tell you why. Why does this work? Well, you see, the reason that this works is because when you learn a piece of information, so I'm talking to you right now, and you're learning information from me, hopefully. I mean, you might not be, I don't know. But if I'm teaching you information, then you know, it's in your head, it's kind of loosely around there. It's like just floating around like a little cloud. A cloud of information in your head. But if you then actively recall the cloud of information, and you reform it, and you express it, and you teach someone else that cloud of information, you reform it, and it becomes something completely new. And because you've made something completely new, you're not gonna forget it, are you? Because you've made it, it's unique. The thing that I'm telling you, I'm teaching you about teaching right now. Because, and the way that I'm teaching you is unique. No one else is ever gonna teach you about teaching in the way that I'm teaching you about teaching. And so this is a new way of saying something. It's a bit confusing to understand, but basically, if you create anything, if you create a lesson for someone else, then that lesson is gonna stick in your mind forever. And you see, most people, when they, for example, revise for a test, what they do is they read all the textbooks, they read it all over multiple times, and it takes like 10 times of reading it for it to stick in their head. But if they were to just teach it for maybe half an hour, it might save them another 10 hours where they would be revising it, trying to get it into their head. But all they really, oh sorry, that's the door. Really, all they need to do is just teach it to someone. You see, me teaching this to you now is far more effective than learning about teaching, because it's going to stick in my mind now. And you can teach in so many different ways. I mean, you can teach through YouTube, like I'm doing now. Start a YouTube channel, why not? And I'm so happy that I did this, because the things that I am learning through teaching you are even more beneficial to me, probably, than they are to you. And think about that. Me creating this video is much more beneficial to me than it is to you. Don't click off this video, though. And so, basically, if you want to learn anything, teach other people in your life. Teach your mum, your dad, your brother, your sister, your friends, your family, whatever, your cousins, whoever it is. Teach them, and hopefully by teaching them you will actually have much more benefit for you than for them. Because, I mean, Jesus taught his whole life. I mean, all of the great people that you look up to are probably people who've taught you stuff. And that's just a little tip that I wanted to give you. It's very simple. It's not really much else apart from teach. And when you do teach, then you're held accountable to that teaching. For example, if you teach people to, say, you teach people to eat more healthily, you teach people the benefits of eating more healthily, then you're also held accountable. You have to also live up to that standard and eat more healthily, and it challenges you to also follow the teaching that you are giving people. I mean, I am now challenged, because I'm teaching you about teaching, to teach people more, and I will hopefully be able to implement this every day. Every day in the morning I get up and because I am a psychology student, I listen to a psychology lecture. Basically after that I make a video about what I've learnt, and I don't post it anywhere. No one will see these videos. These are really weird videos, basically where I just say random stuff that I've learnt in the lecture and say it in a really weird way, and basically I am teaching. But I'm not teaching anyone. I'm teaching myself because I'm teaching. If that makes sense. And so, yeah, I encourage you to also make videos, because that is the easiest way of revising, and it will save you hours and hours of time every day. Because if you teach someone something once, then it will probably stay in your head for your whole life. I'm not exaggerating. If you teach someone something once, maybe you spend 10-15 minutes teaching someone something, that experience will stay with you for your whole life, and you will never need to revisit that again, and it will save you tons of time in the future. So if you want to learn more, check out my blog in the description, notionofhope.com, and also all my recommended books, because I love books. I read a lot, hopefully, sorry, I do read a lot, not hopefully, I do read a lot, and I hopefully will read more in the future, and I hope that these books in the description can help you, and make sure to subscribe, hit the bell, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.